Well, good morning, everybody. It's Jasmine Gonzalez. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Thursday, July 7, 2022. I'm on my way to work, and I know I'm running slightly late right now, as usual. I tried to wake up early today, and I had the alarm sounding. I was about to wake up early, and nope, can't do. I also ended up having another episode of insomnia. I ended up waking up at 12 in the morning, went back to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I began thinking about robots. Somehow I'm obsessed with making robots or droids, whatever you want to call it. Though droids have more individual personalities, but still, there comes robots, So, you all see, if you have seen some of my previous videos, you know that I've been making a droid inspired by Star Wars. It's like I took R5 and combined it with some of the Imperial Mousers, and that's what I ended up making. And I still need to finish painting it. But yeah, I did that. The little droid, and I'm still thinking about making another one, and have a yogurt container. And I somehow decided, like, maybe what if I put a ping pong ball with a magnet on top, and I have the ping pong ball in the top, and then I put some LED lights in the body of the droid. I think it will look interesting, and then I will put some wheels and motors and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And then yesterday I was supposed to go to wrestling practice. Usually I go to wrestling practice every Wednesday afternoon, but I got out from work so late that I decided not to go to practice because I was going to arrive way too late and not have enough screen time. And so I decided to go and stop by at Michael's, which is a store that is dangerous for me to go because they have craft stuff in there, and my brain started thinking like, oh, I could make this, I could make that, and I have to be careful because otherwise I can end up spending $100 just like that, like nothing. So, but I didn't spend $100. I spent about $20, but I got some craft materials that I needed to make some crafts that I'm going to be working at. Some ideas that I have in my head. Also, I want to see if I can make an automatic dice roller. In case anybody needs like something to roll the dice. So I think I'm going to try to make one with some of the parts that I have and see how it goes. I've seen some videos online of people making some of those. So I'll see if I can make my own and see how it goes. So that's the plan that I have right now. And the other thing that I need to try, that I'm thinking about making, is I want to make another droid. I want to see if I can take a yogurt container that I have and convert it into a droid with a ping pong ball head. And I think I mentioned that one already. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that because I can. Also, tomorrow I have a job interview in a manufacturing company. It's in near or in here, and we'll see how it goes. They make composite materials, so we'll see how that goes. I think it will be interesting, and I think it's kind of in line with my craft skills, because I craft things and I like making things. So definitely we'll see how that goes. And that's all I got for now, honestly. I don't have much today. I don't feel like talking about anything else because, yeah, work is work, and I just have to go because I need the money. In a few more weeks, I'll be traveling to Orlando, Florida to meet with my parents. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also thinking, okay, what I'm going to need to go down there, get ready for the vacation pretty much, when I need to get a new pair of sneakers, when I need to get a few pants. I think I will probably get a few pants, but more like caprice pants because they are more comfy for me to walk around. And I know I have enough shirts, so I don't have to worry about that. I get one or two shirts if I need to, but yeah, I'm super excited, and it should be interesting. Hopefully it's not going to be that warm, and hopefully my plane doesn't get delayed, my flight doesn't get delayed. Same with my parents. But yeah, I'm super excited. I hope that everything goes smoothly, and I hope I can get to see my parents, and I get to see my sister and my niece and my nephew and talk to them. Honestly, I've been talking to them over the phone via Messenger. It's amazing how the apps have helped make communication easier. Like, I love the fact that I can reach my parents and I can see their face when I talk to them. It's almost like yeah, technology has been great. I have to admit it. It's amazing how technology has evolved. I also been thinking about getting an Arduino robot to try to learn Arduino and see if I can, just because it's something that interests me. But I don't know, it's like $79, almost as the cost of a droid, Star Wars droid, pretty much. But I don't know, I may or may not get it. I am not too sure at this point yet if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to get something like that, but it's a maybe. Again, I'm trying to learn about electricity, about motors. I feel more comfortable now doing the connections. It's fun, and soldering is fun for me. It's like I went back to something that I used to do in my childhood, because when I was younger I used to get toys that were broken, and I remember I had a few of those. I had an RC controller car that my dad got me from Radio Shack. Anybody remember Radio Shack? That's how old I am. So I had a radio control car. It got damaged, didn't work properly again. So I took the motor out. And I tried to solder the motor and make it work, but I didn't know how to solder. I tried to learn, but I didn't learn. I didn't have enough of the skills. I wish I had learned that younger. I would have got into such a different direction for my education. I would have gone into electrical engineering probably. But I wasn't quite good. And my English wasn't quite good either. So that didn't help me a lot. But also convincing my dad, hey dad, can you help me build this? My dad wasn't quite good on that either. So yeah, he was a biologist, not a electrical person. My uncle Tiomani, he had a book that he gave me. My uncle Tiomani, who died recently, had a book that talked a little bit about electricity. And he actually was like, oh, I used to do soldering too and all that kind of stuff. And I wish he could have taught me a little bit more about that, but he didn't. But it's funny that now I'm going back to me making my own like builds, soldering stuff, and this is after I went to school at Hudson Valley, and I am even still thinking going back to school at this point, even though I shouldn't. I'm still thinking going back to school for electronics or mechatronics, because mechatronics sounds interesting, but I don't know how the job market will be for those positions. Mechatronics will be to work in industry, and jobs like that, they will require me to get into a job in industry, and sometimes the shifts are brutal in industry. But I don't know, I mean, I just like making stuff with electronics, that's all. Making things that are just like silly, like the robots and the droids that have absolutely no value whatsoever, but I just enjoy doing that. It reminds me of when I was younger, and it's funny that years in the pandemic and now I'm going back to those things that I used to do when I was younger. And like I said, I used to take the cars apart, try to put the motor back together and things like that. I even had an X-Wing when I was younger. I had an X-Wing. I think I got that X-Wing because it had an LED light in the front that to simulate the laser of the X-Wing. And my cousin gave it to me, and I tried to make the LED in the front work, but I couldn't figure out how to connect it, honestly. So that's how much I wanted to learn electricity, to try to make toys work. Now I know how to do it thanks to the automotive electricity class, which at Hudson Valley, which I took 2 years ago, and they gave me experience soldering and understanding more circuit. It was more practical, and I enjoyed that side. Even my fan art project was a lot of fun to do. The fan art project of my automotive electricity class in at Hudson Valley was to design a light system for a car, and we had to put it in a 1 foot by 1 foot square. Got a wooden thing, I think it was a Michaels, and then I got a bunch of like things that I decided to use as to put the switches on, and it was a fun stuff to build. I want to say I had such a blast building that. I even got to solder, and that was a few years ago. And now I'm doing soldering, but for other applications. And I realized that I'm like, oh, forget about cars. So I'm like making droids and toys, and it's just like a spark. Like when I was younger, I used to do that, and I'm doing that again. And I'm like 46, and it's like, holy crap! I never thought I would have had so much fun. But now it's like the regret, like, holy shit, can I imagine if I was able to make this work when I was younger? I would be so fucking happy. I was trying to make it work when I was younger, and I hated it. I couldn't make it work, you know, because I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. Now I have the knowledge. Now I know where to find parts because of Amazon. It's easier to find parts on Amazon. Back then I didn't know what parts to find, you know, and my dad didn't know much about that either. So I think, honestly, I would have chosen a different career path if I had gotten more interested in electricity and electronics. But it's so much fun to just like, oh, I make something, I make it look like a droid, or put a motor in something and see like move. It's fun. Not going to deny it. It's fun. Even if it's just a fucking toy, I am super happy about making it and just watch it work and see what it does, you know. And it's silly to say that, but at the same time, it's like I think I understand it because it's just, you know, it's just fun. So I still need to finish painting my little droid that I'm making, and then afterwards I'm going to go into the next build. And like I said, I think I want to take a ping pong ball and put it on top of a yogurt container with a magnet. And I don't know if I can find a way to put an LED light on top, but we'll see about that, you know. I think it might be hilarious to just have a little LED light coming from top. Yeah, why not? Let's put a freaking LED light on top. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. An LED light in the ping pong ball, and then I wire that through the container, those containers, and then it has a magnet too. And then in the magnet, with the magnet, it holds the ball in place, which is kind of like the head of the robot, you know. And then just put some little wheels in the bottom. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm making. Screw it, I'm making that thing. I'm making that little droid with a ball on top, because why not? I think it would be hilarious. It would be funny looking, you know. Yeah, I'm making that. I'm totally making that. Yeah. It will not move, it will not do anything, but it will be hilarious to see it, you know. So yeah, if I can find a way to make it move, that would be great, but honestly I'm not interested in making that move. I just wanted to move. Maybe I'll even add a little control where you can move it forward and back with some basic controller with a motor. Yes, that would be fun. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to make that. Yep, and take a picture of it. And this is my little droid. Is a ping pong ball, the ping pong ball head droid. That's what it would be called, ping pong ball head. Yeah, I just created a random name for a droid. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I need to finish my coffee before I get to work, and I'm going to be late. Fuck, again late. I tried to get early, but I got distracted today because I got super excited because I saw one of my tomato plants is beginning to produce tomatoes, and I'm super excited about that. So I have a plant that is beginning to produce tomatoes. So yeah, there's that, and I am super excited about that. My tomato plant is producing tomatoes, and I will probably make a video blog sometime tomorrow or Saturday showing that, so that way you get to see my tomato plants. And I really love the tomato plants. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got for now. Peace, everybody, stay safe, and see you in the next video.